guys, here we are, day 2. Tomorrow is Tuesday, so this is Tuesday, March 17th, Corona WOD. The warm-up is going to be a Tabata, so you're going to set a Tabata timer on your phone. Again, 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest, and you're going to do 8 rounds. And the first element is double unders or singles. So I hope that you have your ropes. If you don't have your ropes, you can go pick them up at the court, or you can do calf raises. And we're going to go over what each of these movements are in just a second. Levi's going to demo these for us. And then we're going to do air squats, push-ups, and burpees. So that will be your warm-up. You will do 2 rounds of those 4 elements.
Okay, so to go over the movements real quick, like Jess said, doubles or singles if you have your ropes with you. Don't have a rope with you, so I'm not going to demo that. But if you do want to do calf raises, all we're doing is looking for, if you have something to stand on, like that can raise your toes off the floor, that will give you a little more room to move. But you can do it standing flat on the floor. So you just come up and back down, up and back down. So that's going to help get your legs warmed up, simulate the doubles and singles. Air squats. Looking for that good solid air squat. So our feet are right outside our hips. We're going to initiate with the hips, going down, fast and parallel, pushing the knees out and back up. So good solid air squats the entire time. Then we're going to do push-ups, same as always. Plank position, all the way down, chest touches the floor, pressing back up. Chest touches the floor, press back up. So you can also snake up, and then you can also do this from your knees if you need to. All right, again, it's a warm up. We're just trying to get things warmed up and loose, so we're not trying to kill it. Second time through this, you could speed up, add a little more intensity to get ready for the WOD. And then last but not least, burpees. Still looking for that good solid, all the way down, touch the floor, and back up. Hips extend to the top.
Feet over the head. I mean, hands over the head.
Feet over the head.
Not me.
That would be awesome. If you can do that, video that, post it on here so we can see it. The other thing you can, of course, step back, down, and step back up. Feet over the head again.
He's over.
That's fine. Again, this is warm up. First round through, kind of take it easy. Let things get warmed up. Second round through, add a little more intensity, and then we'll get ready for the WOD.
So while Levi's catching his breath from that warm up, you're going to do 6 rounds 4 times. So we're not going to set a time cap on this one. I'm not exactly sure how we're going to do future 4-time WODs. But for this one, you're going to go until you're done because you're going to get plenty of rest. So this was built initially as a team WOD. And so cool thing about team WODs is you sprint really hard and fast and you give it your all and then you rest. So it lets your heart rate come back down. And then you sprint again really hard and fast, and then you rest. And this is a great way to burn fat because of getting your heart rate up and then getting it back down. And so we built that into a single person WOD. So you're gonna start with 6 alternating band pulls, or we're gonna show you how you could use a household object to do alternating overhead snatches, power snatches. And then you're gonna do 12 lateral burpees over toilet paper. We thought we'd be really cutesy here and have you go over toilet paper. The big thing about this is that it's a lateral movement. So we want you jumping sideways. And then you're gonna do 12 lunges. You're gonna alternate left and right, and they must be forward stepping lunges. After that, you've got 90 seconds of rest. That is mandatory. That will be built into your time. So you're gonna look at your clock on your phone or whatever it is that you've set. You're gonna count 90 seconds while you rest, and then you'll start round number 2. And you're gonna do that whole thing again, and you will rest 90 seconds in between each round. You will enter your time in your whole entire finished time, counting every 90-second rest as your score.
All right, so quickly going over the movements, we're going to start with the alternating band pulls. So those of you who have come by and gotten the bands, this is what you'll be working with. And the way we want to do this is similar to what we did for today's WOD. is we want to put it fully on our feet, not just around our toes, but fully in the center of our feet, and then spread our feet out. The more we spread our feet out, the more resistance we have with this band, okay? So if you need a little less, you can stand a little more narrow. But what we want to do is a big pull. So we're just pulling up to here with elbows high, okay? We're not going out all the way overhead. We're just solid pull here and then back down. Switching hands, full pull, back down. So it's gonna look like this, just alternating hands, each pull. Again, if you want more resistance with the band, spread your legs out a little more, and you get a little more resistance as you come up. So that's with the band. If you wanted to use a household item, if you have large jugs of any liquid will do, you can still pull something that has weight and bring it up overhead. Okay, this is also shaking and not stirring to make everything ready to go for post WOD. So that's an option.
I want to cut in. If you are not familiar with doing snatches, especially one arm snatches, then we would rather you do the band, or even just simulate a snatch without any weight, because you can hurt your lower back if you're not doing these correctly.
The other thing is of course, if you do have dumbbells at home, use your dumbbells. Okay, again, if you've done dumbbell snatches before, use those. They're going to be great. Second movement, lateral burpees. Okay, so this is a scarce commodity. So if you happen to have one of these laying around the house and you want to use them, it's basically just giving us something to jump over. If you have your dumbbell, you can jump over your dumbbell. We just figured jumping over the band wouldn't be very fun. So it's just basically giving us a certain area to jump over. So lateral burpees over the toilet paper roll. I'm gonna put the toilet paper roll beside us. We're gonna go down into that burpee, up, jump over, down again, and back. Again, this is just giving us a height to try to hit and a distance to try to hit. You can use anything you want to. You don't have to use toilet paper. But if anybody is seriously needing toilet paper, if like you have problems, let us know. We have some. We've got enough people who have some. We can hook you up. That shouldn't be a thing.
Everybody should have the opportunity to wipe their bottom with toilet paper.
Seriously. Okay, last piece, lunges. With these lunges, big thing, we just want to say upright, torso the entire time. We're going to step forward, gently touch the knee to the floor, and back. Alternating each time, again, and back. Try to keep your stance wide. The wider you go, the more stable you are. Okay? We're stepping out each time, and back. So you got 12 of those, that's 6 on each leg, and then the 90-second rest.
I'll show you what a 90-second rest looks like. You basically just lean up against the most strong object around you.
Yep.
All right, that's it, guys. That's all we have for you tonight. You will see more of us tomorrow. We love y'all. Bye.
Bye.